Welcome to GAYXYZ, everybody. How you doing, Jason?
I'm good. I'm recovering, but I'll make it. The grace of God.
Well, I gotta say, first of all, welcome to the show, everybody. But tonight we're Sans Christian. He's not up to the show tonight, so it's just Jason and I tonight. He'll be back next week, hopefully. And that was, of course, Prince, the illustrious, the most iconic, crazy, wonderful musician who played bazillion instruments and wrote almost all of his songs and other people's songs and was an incredible, incredible artist who will be missed, who died this week. It's sad because he was an amazing man. Yeah, 57 years old as well. That's really young, actually, thinking about it. And he was at the same age as Madonna. You know, everything comes back to Madonna with me. Same age as Madonna. And was, I think, just incredibly talented. I love Purple Rain. That song's amazing. I remember listening to that album when I was like 8 or 9 or something. I just love him. What do you think about Prince? Did you like Prince or what?
Hello, of course.
Not everybody did, but I didn't know if you did or not.
Everyone loved Prince. I love Purple Rain.
Yes.
I love Little Red Corvette. Little Red Corvette.
Yes.
I love that. Love Little Red Corvette. I like Kiss. I like
God, that's
Diamonds.
a great song.
Oh my God. Diamonds and Pearls.
Yes.
I love that song.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes. Oh my God. I watched the video last night. It was like on my YouTube recommendations, because I guess because of the whole, the situation with Prince. Watch Diamonds and Pearls. Oh my God!
just listening to him sing in that song, and just him writing that music, and he wrote, of course, Nothing Compares to You, and he wrote a lot of songs for a lot of people. But he's just a fucking talented man, just a fucking talented man. And like I said, he played like literally like I think 15 instruments like professionally. And wrote all of his music. And yeah, it's sad though, because I'm not sure. I really haven't heard what the final determination of his death was. But what I heard in rumor, of course, was that he had died from a drug overdose.
Right.
Yeah. And a couple weeks ago, he had gone to the hospital because of a drug overdose. And they gave him some kind of medication that helped combat overdoses by opiates. And so, fortunately, he did not die. And so this time, if it was the same thing, I guess he must have not had access to that or didn't make it in time to the phone or whatever. But it's just sad. And I was thinking, and a lot of people have made this comparison. You think about Whitney Houston, who was black, and she died of a drug overdose. Michael Jackson, who was black, who died of a drug overdose, and Prince, who was black and died of a drug overdose. All these people, and they were the most talented musicians ever, all of them.
Right.
And why do you think why? I mean, you think it's the pressures of fame, of money, or is it just addiction? What do you think it is?
I've always said that. I think when you're in Hollywood and you're in the spotlight, the limelight like that, I mean, things are readily available.
Yes.
And so... now for Prince, do we know if it was prescription drugs or like?
I'm not sure, but it really doesn't matter these days because people die all the time of prescription drug overdoses because they abuse them or whatever. And my husband had a friend, his best friend, for many, many years, and she died in like 2009, and she died of a drug overdose because she took too much of a prescription medication. It wasn't like she was trying to kill herself; it just was an accident. Because she kind of she had, I can't remember what happened, back pain or something, and she got a little bit addicted, I think, to them. I'm not sure, but that's what I was hearing. So I think that even if it was prescription or not, I think it happens because people abuse drugs sometimes, or they get addicted. It's sad, yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
so he will be missed. I haven't felt this down since Whitney Houston passed.
I know, and it's just, and that's what I'm saying. It's these people they were icons of the music industry and of American culture, and just incredible artists that have been lost, and they were all lost young, and they were not at all old enough to die just by natural causes or anything. Right. It's a sad. That's why I think there's such a loss I felt, because when people like that die, because it's like, wow, they're they were just here. They're gone.
See, like when Michael Jackson died, I was in shock. I really was.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, like it just came out the blue. They always come out the blue.
Well, it seems like it to us anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. When Whitney Houston died, I was like, Like I need to take like a bereavement day. Like seriously, like I love me some Whitney Houston. Like
Yes.
for real. Like I was like,
Everyone falls. Oh my God.
exactly. I was like,
I love her.
oh my God, I need to go home. I need to leave or work early today. I can't handle today.
Well, I know, and it always happens too when a major musical artist like these die. We all, I mean, I'm sure you do the same thing. Everyone, I think, does the same thing. Who was a fan, especially, but you go and listen to all their albums, their music, that day, and like when Michael Jackson died, I listened to his music. When Whitney died, I mean, I listened to it anyway, but I mean, like the whole day, I listened to their music, and I listened to Prince's music all day. So. Yeah, it's kind of consoling in a way to hear their voices sing. It's just sad. I'm just depressed about it. It's just sad,
Right.
and it's a waste, right? It's such a waste.
Exactly.
Anyway,
It was really messed up. And then also, rest in peace to him.
Yes.
Rest in peace. I can't talk today. I think it's prescription drugs I'm on.
okay.
So rest in peace to Prince. You will be dearly, dearly missed. I've been playing Prince like on my way to work, on my way home from work,
Yes.
that type of thing. Also rest in peace to WWE wrestler Chyna.
Yes.
She died the day before.
Yeah, what happened to her? Why did she die? I didn't even read why she died.
She died from a possible overdose drug
Oh God, another one?
Yeah, so she died like the day before.
There was another person that died too. Who was the third one?
Chyna, whose real name is Joan Laura.
Yeah.
Laura. I hope I said the last name right. She was the founder in her California apartment. And then earlier that week, Doris Roberts passed away.
That's right, Doris Roberts. Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah, it's crazy.
Did she die of a drug overdose or just old age?
I don't know.
She was 90,
I didn't
so
anything, so I think it was just from
yeah.
age.
I'm just kidding. I know. No, I liked her too. She was a good actress. I liked her on Everybody Loves Raymond. She was funny. Well, that's sad. Anyway, on the better news, I wanted to talk, just say a quick shout out to Christian, who, like I said, is missing tonight. But he was recently featured in, our co-host, Christian Craven, was featured in D Magazine this month. So if you pick up D Magazine, you'll see Christian in there on page, what does that say? I think it says 33. And it says After a Fashion. It's about Christian. So check him out in D Magazine. I'm sure he's proud of that. I'm proud of him. Congratulations, Christian. Good for you. Good for you.
Congratulations.
Raising your profile. Yes. So I had one thing I want to talk about tonight. Not one thing, but one of the things I wanted to talk about was, did you see, and I posted it on the GAYXYZ page, the whole thing about the guy or the girl, the lesbian at the dollar store? Yeah, she says, this lesbian lady goes into the dollar store, or Family Dollar, or whatever it's called. It's called Family Dollar, and it was in Louisiana. And she goes in there and she says she's waiting in line, and the cashier says something about how she hates gay people and they're messed up in the head. Actually, she says, what did she say? It wasn't messed up in the head. She said, oh, they got something wrong in their head, is what she said, technically. I mean, that's exactly what she said. And so she speaks up and she says, excuse me, but I'm very, very, very gay, and you're really offending me. Think what you want, but keep it to yourself. And the woman, the cashier, freaks out and gives her all this, cusses her out and everything else. And at that point, she pulls out her camera and starts recording her. And she's telling her she can get the hell out. She's not going to serve her gay ass and all this kind of stuff. And the guy behind her, the straight guy apparently, was defending her and saying things like, you shouldn't do that. It's discrimination. And anyway, it's just disgusting. And so what do you think about this kind of shit happening still to gay people today?
Well, let's be honest. For one, it's like, it's Louisiana, so I mean, it's like,
yeah.
am I really surprised that this is going on in Louisiana?
Right.
Not really, but and no offense to the